Hey everyone, welcome back. So let's understand about the AI regulations, standards, and best practice frameworks. Now, with the usage of generative AI large language models, AI regulations and standards are very important. And let's understand, as part of the ISTQB GenAI syllabus, what all regulations and standards you need to be aware of. So if we talk about the AI standards regulations, why exactly we need the best practice frameworks around the large language models and AI. GenAI is transforming software testing by assisting testers in different variety of tasks. So not only in the test case generation, but across the whole software testing lifecycle, you will see the impact and the value of large language models and AI into software testing. The very basic example is that it can assist you in the analysis of the user stories requirement, another type of document, another test artifacts, design documents, generate the test cases, generate automation test scripts, analyze existing test data, test cases. It can help you to automate any repetitive task, not only the test data in a Excel format or JSON format. You can basically create small utilities in any programming language, any scripting language. For example, I can use large language model to quickly ask, say, create a utility to read a specific type of file and then consolidate a data into a Excel sheet. You can create that utility quickly. It will use that scripting language and give you the outcome. You then go ahead, cross-check the outcome, then try to run that outcome. If there are any errors, fix, and then you are ready to go. So for the task which you have basically got through, or if I talk about that scripting or script, you would have basically, if manually you have had to go through that whole process, it could have taken you, if you are an expert, say for example, it could have taken you hour or 2 hours to go ahead and write that script, for example. With GenAI, it will give you a quick version straight away in a couple of seconds, and then you can, even with the debugging, etc., maybe 15-20 minutes, you will be up and running. So automating any repetitive task, it can accelerate the test execution, it can help you in the CI/CD pipelines, it can help you with the coverage improvement. Why? Because manually you won't be able to go ahead and test each and every available possibility in the application, but with GenAI you can at least get more coverage, because you can now automate easily with the help of GenAI, with the help of AI. With all of this transformation, there are risks as well. For example, AI comes with the large language model comes with a hallucination risk, reasoning errors might be there, data privacy concerns are there, security vulnerabilities are there in the large language models, environmental impacts and energy intensive operations. So these are some of the risks. In order to make sure that risks are mitigated, there should be some governance and best practices, and that's where AI regulation standards and best practice frameworks come in picture. So you apply the regulations, the AI regulations, the standards, the AI frameworks to manage any of these risks. You incorporate sustainability, ethics, and compliance into the test strategy itself. Within your testing, how you are going to use AI in the best possible way without overloading the data center or having too much of the environmental impact, along with the reduction in the risks. Then you ensure the testers evaluate both functional and non-functional quality attributes as well for the outcome from the LLM and also the LLM. Okay, so that's where AI regulation standards and best practices are useful. Now, GenAI adoption is very rapidly growing. It has the opportunities, but then there are risks of bias, privacy, security, etc. We have already discussed that. The regulations, standards, and frameworks that we are going to discuss below, they provide a structured guidance to ensure the responsible and sustainable use of GenAI. As I have previously mentioned and shown you the example as well, that with just 100,000 tokens, almost 6 liters of water is basically consumed, apart from the carbon dioxide, carbon footprint, and energy usage. So you can imagine every day how much resources we are basically using just for using the generative AI, the large language model. So it's each and everyone's responsibility to use AI in very responsible way. And for that, there are frameworks and standards being set by the organizations which are applicable in different regions. So for example, the key guidelines which are relevant to the Gen AI in software testing are ISO IEC 42001 2023, which is Artificial Intelligence Management System. Then there is a framework for Artificial Intelligence System using machine learning. Okay. Then there is a European Union AI Act, and then NIST AI Risk Management Framework, which is for the US. So these are some of the frameworks which on a high level, basically what they guide is that how the AI should be used responsibly within the organization, and provides details on the best practice frameworks for using generative AI in organizations and software testing. Okay, so that's briefly about the AI regulations and standards and why they are required in generative AI. Thank you. See you in the next one.